Hello guys, so right now we're showing us how we can actually integrate our email marketing system to this website here on our landing page. Okay, so how can we make this form become very effective? How can we integrate our email marketing system to make sure that once a lead enters his or her information here, we would get that feedback, and they would also get a mail, and then we can also follow up, right? We can also follow up. So how do we do that? We'll be installing uh, a plugin for that. We'll be using an email marketing plugin. All right, so there are quite a number of plugins you can actually use to do this. There's a HubSpot, there's a MailPoet, there's a Mailchimp. Okay, quite a couple of them, but we'll be using MailMint. So how do we do that? So we're going to our dashboard right now, and then we're going to plugins. Okay, so that we can actually install this plugin. The plugin. So we don't have it right now. We're clicking on this add new plugin. As soon as I've done that, I will go to search plugin, and then now MailMint is a free. It has both the free version and also the paid version as well. But the good thing is that you can actually work with the free version without you paying for it. So it says here that it is by WP Funnels team, and it's compatible with this particular version of WordPress. So I'll be clicking on what install now. So as soon as it is installed, I would activate, and so that we would start setting up our main meet. So I'll click on what activate, and then as soon as I've done that, I would start setting up our main meet. So this is the dashboard of our main meet. It says there welcome, the next is business information. So let's just start the process by going with the flow. From here it says welcome to Mimix. Let's click on next. We could still skip this, right? It's not really compulsory. I would do this now. We could still skip all this. So let's skip all this. Let's skip this. Let's click on next. Okay. So let me give my campaign list a name. So let me just give it a name. List name. Let's say landing page. Okay. Next. Right. Next. So give my tag a name too. Let me call it landing page as well. Next. Okay, so here it says frequency method. The frequency method for setting up our email. I would give this now, and then just go to next. Then here I will skip this as well. We don't need it right now. I'll skip this as well. We might need it later on, but we can still work on all this. Alright, so it says the action after confirmation. So we could redirect our leads to another page as soon as we submitted that page, right? Or we could just redirect them to an external URL. Alright, so right, so we just leave it the way it is, and then go to next. So it says that you're almost ready. Yes, thank you for choosing MailMint as your own email marketing automation tool in WordPress. So click on next. Then it says that you are all set. Now let's go to our MailMint dashboard. So it says here we have 0 contacts, 0 campaigns, 0 automations, and 0 forms. So the first thing I'm doing right now is to create a form so that we can start working.
Alright guys, so when we look at this place here, it says that you do not have any SMTP set up on your website. Please know that the website is using the default WP sending service, which is not recommended for sending promotional emails. Now what this means is that we cannot send emails if we do not set up our SMTP. Now our SMTP is our simple mail transfer protocol, which is what ensures that our mails are being sent. In other words, the goal of our landing page would not be fulfilled if we do not set up our SMTP. In fact, if after we've finally done everything already and our mails are not sending, or our leads are not getting emails, okay, it means that the whole goal of, of having a landing page would be a mess, okay. It's not fulfilled. Why? Because the leads are not getting any emails, so there's no way that we can actually retarget. Right. So what we need to do is that we would set up our SMTP, but first of all, let's try to walk around our Mimit. Okay, so I've taken us through a tour of what Mimit has to offer. So right here, the dashboard. All right, here we could actually monitor what we already have. Okay, and then we'll check here again. Here the contact that we have already, and then here the campaign. All right, the campaign dashboard, and then here the automation dashboard. Now, what makes the campaign different from automation is that the campaign is typically a one-time or short-term communication effort. Okay, while an automation is a long-term sequence of messages that are triggered by a specific criteria. Right. So, right here the form. Okay, so we'll be creating a new form right now. All right. So, it says there start from scratch. However, maybe it has some template that comes with the free version. So, right, so yeah, the free template that comes with the free version of so it says they're showing 20 templates, right? So we could actually use any of these templates, but we'll be starting from scratch. So let's click on start from scratch. Very, very good. So right now it's showing me email form feed already. Let's first of all give our form a name. So let's call it test landing page. All right. So as soon as we've done that already, we can now assign our form to a tag and also to a list. So let's assign it to a list that we've created already. We've created a landing page list. So let's assign it to this list and then a tag as well. Assign it to this tag. Very good. So right now we'll be adding another form feed to this email. Let's click on this plus sign here. And then let's search for first name, mint first name. Very good. So right now we're changing this first name to what I want. I want it to just be name. So I can put it right side there where it says first name placeholder. I'll just edit it to just name. Very good. So we're making more changes here and then just exit this. Very good. So right now we're making more changes here. I need to drag this form field here that says name to the front here. Perfect. So right now we have name, email, and what submit and submit button. So let me just first of all make quite some changes on this submit button. Right. I want to make this submit button to be at the center. So how do I achieve that? Look at this place here. When I go my mouse around this bar here, showing me here align. So I will click on it and then I will align to what? To center. Perfect. So I could stretch this button to I could stretch it so that I could get what I want. So how do I achieve that? I will come over to this right side, to this right hand side here, and then I would click on button style. All right, so I'll come to the toward this place where it says button weight. I would increase it to let's say 100. Okay, so let's start to work with it, right? So let's work with the border. I want to give the border some curves. So let's change the border radius to what? To 20. Let's give it 20. Nice. So I want to also make the same effect to this feed as well, like this same radius. I want this other feed, this one feed to also have the same border radius. So first of all, let me change the color of this button. I'll be using yellow, right? I'll be using yellow. No, sorry. Okay, let me undo this. Let me give the border color. Let me give the border a color. Sorry, the background the color. I'll click on this blue here, and then pull up a bit, and then change it to the hashtag 3. No, let me use yellow. Right, let me use yellow. Perfect. Let me use yellow. Then we'll change this text to nice. We'll change this text to pop color. Okay. So I think 3E004C. Perfect. So this is nice already. So I would also So like I said, let me just change this button text to flame offer now. Perfect. So I would try to change the fonts, the typography. I'll come to typography and toggle this place on. All right, and then choose a font here. So there are limited fonts available here, so I'll just go with Arial. I think Arial is nice. Okay, Arial is better. So let me try see if I could increase the font size. Okay. Let me take it to 15 or 16. Let's use 15. Let's use 15. Okay, let's use 16. All right, that is nice. So I could change the line height. I could make it to 1, make it 0, or let's do that 1. Perfect. So I could also work on the letter spacing. Okay, but I like it the way it was. All right, take it back to 1. All right, so I think we're almost done already. Let's okay. I think we're done already. So let's go back. Let's go to these other ones. Right, let's go to these other ones. I'm not liking these fonts. Let's do the font. Let's check the weight. Okay. Let's check if we could get what we want. Okay. Okay. This is better. Let's try 700. Okay. Let's work with this one now, right? So let's work on this font feed. And let me change the radius, the border radius to what you also have on the at the bottom as well. So I'll be going to impute feed style. Alright, and then click on border. Okay, and then change the border radius to what? To 20. Okay. So you see here, it has worked already. So come to this other one too, and then change this border radius to border radius towards this the border radius of the feed style to 20. Right, so this is done already. We're almost done. Already. So we could change this text, this feed name placeholder to I could change the color. I could also change the text as well. So let me change the color. Let me change the color. Let's see if we could work with black. Alright, so alright, so let's I think we're good to go already. So we've assigned it to a tag to a list, we've given it that already. So now let's click on what? Let's click on publish. Perfect. So as soon as we've done this already, we'll now copy this short code here. Copy this short code here by clicking on this button here. Copy. Perfect. So it says short code copied already. So right now we're going to our landing page. Alright, we're going to our landing page. Now I want to now change this form here. I want to take away this form because we'll not be using this form again. So I'll be deleting this, right? And then I would go to this search widget search bar, and then I'll do what? Let me go back a bit. Okay, so let me just search for what? Source code. Perfect. So right now I could let me drag this into this place. Or let me just first of all let me just let me insert the code here so that we'll not get confused. Alright, so this is the form now, right? This is the form. So I need to drag this form into this place here. Right, I need to drag into this place here so that perfect. So let's try to make this a bit nice. Perfect. Perfect. So I think we've gotten what we want already. So yeah, perfect. This is nice already. This is nice. This is nice. Pretty much nice. It's pretty much nice. So we have our form already. So all we need to do now is to ensure that our form is effective. In other words, or once anyone comes to this place to give us the information, right, they would get a mail as soon as they click on this claim offer now. They would get a mail instantly as soon as they click on this claim offer now. Alright, so we want to make this form effective. Okay, so let's go to our dashboard back. Alright, so now let's go to this automation here. Let's go to automation. Alright, let's go to automation. So we'll be clicking on add this plus new automation. Let's create an automation. Alright, so it says here start from scratch, right? It says here opt-in email, then here new user email, then here user login notification. So we'll be clicking on this start from scratch. Start from scratch. Very good, very good. So right now it says here what select a starting point. So I'll click on it. Right, so I want my starting point to be form submitted. So the form that I chose, right, that form that we've done already, I'll click on form submitted. Perfect. So it's not set up yet, so I'll set it up, right? So how do I do that? I will click on select a form here. So I have a form already, so it's called test landing page. So I will click on test landing page. Perfect. So next thing that I will click on this plus sign here, and then I'm trying to select my trigger. So like I said earlier, that the automations are what it's a long-term sequence of messages that are triggered by specific criteria. So that criteria that would trigger your automation. Okay, so I would click on what assign a tag, right? Or let me first of all do assign a list, right? Assign a list. So it says here not set up yet. So I'll click on I would come over here and then select a list. Right, so landing page is list I'm working with, and then I'll come back here again, select a tag, I'll assign a tag, and then come over here to select what landing page. Perfect. So the next thing again that I'll do is to ask to probably create a time delay. Okay, so let's say I just want to create a time delay, or let's say I want to just be in 1 minute. In other words, after they click on submit claim offer now, right, they will get a mail in what, in 1 minute. They get a mail in 1 minute. So the next thing is down to do again is to do what, is to send an email. Now there are other pro features here which can only be accessed on the pro version. Alright, so like I said earlier, we can do what we want to do without pro version. Alright, so let's click on send an email, which is the last action. So the first action is what, so the trigger here is the form submitted. Okay, so I'm adding the list. I've added the list already, then a tag, I've assigned a tag already, then time delay, and now I'm sending an email. So as soon as they've completed all this already, as soon as they submitted their form already, all right, they will get an email. There will be a welcome email. So now let me just try to set up our welcome email, right? So this is our welcome email, right? So let me just try to edit this email subject line. So this is subject line that they will see as soon as they get email from us. Alright, so let me just try to work on this. Alright, so this part as well is so much important for you as someone who owns a business. Alright, you want to actually captivate your audience or your leads. You want to make them always come to buy. Alright, so must ensure that while you are working on our landing page or your email marketing, that you are very, very intentional about what to type. Alright, you're very, very much intentional about what to type. Okay, so when it comes to email marketing, there's always an acceptable way of you writing your email. So number one is that there must be value. right? You must be giving value, right? You must create an awareness. There must be an engagement, okay, right? So before you sell, ensure that you are already giving a value already. So you just come with the intention of you just selling, all right? So, but come with the motive of you giving value, right? So, but in our case, right now, right, we tell them that okay, we're giving them 30% discount off any product that they want. So we'll just give them something that they would want. Okay, so it says the email subject line. Right, so let's give this, let's change it towards congratulations. Let's just say congratulations. Congratulations. So email preview text. So what will they see the moment that they get email from us aside from this congratulations? So let's say you've just unlocked, you just unbagged, or rather you just, okay, let's just say you just unlocked your code to getting 30% discount on any products. All right, so right, so now we can now design our email from here, right? What they would see as soon as they open the email. So there are quite a number of templates that we could use. So let me just try to see if we could use any of these templates here. Let me try to see if we could use any of these templates here. So let's try this. Right, let's try to edit this. Right, so here we could change our logo. We could use a different logo here. Would change this logo to something if you have a logo. Let's delete this. Let's try to upload something. Do I have it here? Okay. Let's just assume that this is our logo. Okay, let's assume that this is our logo. Let's assume this is our logo. So alright, so background color, we could change the background color, we could work on the width, the height, or we could insert a link. So let's say we're doing 30% discounts. Alright, so 30% discount off everything. So it's more like what we do already, right? So 30% discount off everything. So so right now this is where we'll now start doing our magic. Okay, all right, so Black Friday special this year. So we're not doing Black Friday, right? So we're doing Easter sales deal. Easter sales deal is here, right? So you see that so there's already a template here that says that time of the year in Black Friday we are excited to announce our amazing deal that you won't want to miss out. So you see it's already creating this agitation already. You see, starting this Friday, November 26th, we are offering discounts of up to select of up to 50% off on select products. Now we could just try to label this, okay, and then create our own. Right, so let's start by creating something. So let's create something here. Let's start with that. Is that time of the year again? Is that time of the year again? Of the year again? Or I could try to make it personal. I could just use someone's name, like Yomide. last week. Who was thinking, see, I'm like writing a story, right? That video last week was thinking of how you could buy new clothing, right? But he was stopped because things were pretty expensive. However, as soon as she came across our ads online, or rather, as soon as I came across our 30% discounts, discount promo, she delved in. She delved in immediately, and she was so much glad that she saw the opportunity. To buy her clothes at a cheaper rate. Okay, so you see, I've made it a bit personal, right? So I'm telling a story already. Okay, so now say, here is your phone code to purchase any products at a 30% discount. So I could just give them a coupon code here. Let's say letter C 045 blah blah blah. So let's just assume that this is a coupon code. All right, so I will now create something like please note, okay, let's say NB. This coupon code would only last for 3 days. So in other words, I'm creating a sense of urgency so that they don't just wait since they've gotten the code already. So I think with this we are actually fine to go already. Alright, so now change this to I'll work on this button here. I'll work on this button here. So I could say get the deal now. Okay, yeah, I could say get this deal now. Alright, so could leave it this way, get the deal now. Okay, so let's just take away this Black Friday. I don't need it. Take it away. In this away, I don't need it. Click on the image or just sign here, delete. Right. Okay. Alright, so this is why I don't really like working with template itself, because I'm trying to delete this towards the right here, right? So you can see this delete button now, right? So just click on what delete and it's gone already. So I think we can work with this now. Now let's click on save. Now I will not do send test email now because we have not set up our SMTP. All right. Admin we have done that already. If I click on this send test email, we'll get an email immediately, or I could just use someone's email to just test and to work. So let me just click on what? On save. Right. So I've saved this already, and let me go to next. Alright, so we've gotten this already. Alright, so let me just click on start workflow now. Let me just change this title to something else that we could relate with. Welcome. Let's say it's welcome. Welcome. Okay. Alright, so let's click on start workflow. Right, so it says that automation has been successful. Okay, so let's work on setting up our SMTP so that we could see what we want. So let's work on our SMTP right now. Alright, so we'll be going to our dashboard here. Alright, so I'll go to plugins. First of all, plugins. Oops. Right, so I'll be adding a new plugin. We'll be adding a new plugin right now, and would be using a plugin called WP form. No, WP SMTP. Okay, so you can see WP mail SMTP WP forms. These are the most popular SMTP and email log plugin. Okay, so we'll click on what? Install now. Click on install now. Alright, it's already installed. Now click on what? Activate. So right now we can now start working on, or we should work on. Right, let's click on get started. It says that choose your SMTP mailer. Right, so this is where our work would start. Right, so we want to use Google Mail to start. So we want to use Google Mail, right, as our SMTP mailer, right? I want to use Google Mail. So selecting what? Google Mail. Okay, selecting Google Mail, and then we'll go to save and what? Continue. Alright, I understand. Continue. So the next thing that we'll do right now is to we need to insert our client ID and client secret key, right, so that we could set up our SMTP successfully. So how do we do that? Right, we need to get our client ID and client secret. So we'll go to watch this. We'll go to console.developer.google.com. Enter. Alright, so we'll be getting our secret key here. Reload. So it's actually developers.google.com. So alright, so we're now on the dashboard right now. So we need to create our own library. if we don't have it, we need to create our credentials, all right, and then our OAuth. Okay, so let's start. Right, so these are the APIs and services that be rendered by Google. Okay, so we'll just come here and then, okay, using me. Okay, I already have a project already, so this is why it says that I have I have one that I'm working with already. I could still use it, okay, but I'll be clicking what? I'm clicking on what? I'm clicking on what? New projects. Okay, so we are creating a new project. Alright, so I could name my project. I could name this project Sky Arena SMTP. Very good. So I could choose any company. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I can choose any organization here. I could leave it as well and then just click on create. Very good. So we now have a new project right now. So on this new project, let me just select this. Let me select this project. Select. So I could start working on it directly. Okay. Alright, so this is now our project now, and I'm working on it right now. So I'll come to this library here. Okay. Right, so now I'll be searching for Gmail API. Okay, I could either do it for me or just come to this site and search for Gmail API. Okay, so here we go. I'll click on this. Then I'll do our basic setup. So right here I'll click on what? Enable. Click on enable. Very good. So we've done this already. So what we need to do next right now is to do what? Is to click on library. Okay, we're on library already. Okay. Let's go to library. Okay, we're on library already. So the next now is to do what? Go to our credentials. Go to our credentials here. So without doing it for me right now, or we go to what? Create credentials. Alright, so my API is what? Gmail API. So you'll be using application data. Also be using, okay, let me use user data rather instead of me using application data. Right, so I'll go to next. Alright, so I'll select an app name, just give it any name at all. Just give it any name at all. Styles Arena app. Styles Arena app. Styles Arena app. Okay, then I'll just select the support email. Okay, and then I could insert Google bots in the compulsory. Then I need also developer contact information, which is also compulsory. I'll do that. Then I'll click on what? Save and continue. And that done already, right? So next now right now is to work on my OAuth client ID. OAuth client ID. Okay, so before I work on my OAuth client ID, okay, I'm already working on it already, right? So um I'm selecting my application, right? I'm selecting the application that I should use. I'm using the web application, right? So then my name client, I need to give it a name. So there's a name already. So I'll be adding a URL. All right. So I'm adding a URL which is HTTPS of colon slash styles. I don't know. It's gone. So let me click on done. Or let me click on create. Then click on what? Click on done as soon as created that already. Give it a time. Okay. So right now we are already done already. So I already have my client ID. I can copy this right now. Then go to our setup and click on this. Click here and set our client ID. And then I'll go back again. Right, and then click on done here. So what I need now is my client pin, my client pin. So I'll go into my credentials here, so that I could copy my client secret key. Okay, so this is my client ID, right? And then I would click on this. Okay, so my ID is already here already. Okay. Then this is my client secret key. It's already here already too. So I'll just click on copy. Okay, and then go back to my WP setup and then paste it. Perfect. So right now I can now click on what's connect to Google. Alright. Okay, so it says that access what? See the access blocked. This app's request is invalid. Now, once you see this prompt, don't be worried at all. Okay, this is normal, right? This is because the app itself is not yet tested, so you could see that prompt, right? So all you need to do is to ensure that you just come to your OAuth here, then scroll down. You can add a test user here. So once you give someone access to this app, right, Google will now recognize the app as what is being tested. Okay, and then you can then use it. All right, you can then use it. You can save. You can save. Okay, very good. So now let's go back again. Let's go to our dashboard. Let's go to WP mirror. Then okay, then right side will now insert all the information that we were trying to. Okay, it's already here already. It's already here. So all I'll do right now is to do what? Allow plugin to send emails using my Google accounts. Okay, so I will just click on this. All right, so like I said earlier, don't be worried once you see that. Let's click on save settings. Copy this. I need to copy this authorized redirect URL. All right, and then go back to our API library. Sorry about this. Sorry. Alright, I need to go back to our API library. Okay. Alright, so let me go back a bit. So I need to now go to I need to go to my credentials here, right? My credentials here, and then under this my web client, I'll just come to this pencil icon then and there's zero and we can see. Okay, so it says forward client saved already. Perfect. So now let's go back to general settings and let's try this. Allow plugin to send emails using Google accounts. Okay, so now it's signing in. Right, so you have to now choose an account to work with, right? Now ensure that the account that you are choosing here right now is the account that you actually choose, right? Or is one of the account that you choose as a tested user. Right now, aside from this, probably maybe you could change it from test into public. All right, so that means that anyone could use it. But since I'm still testing it, the user I actually used, or the email actually used while testing it, is the same email I would use while choosing this particular one. So just a test. So I could go back to like change it to public to make it public, right? So I'm going to choose this one, this first one I did, and then I'll get a form that tells me that I can now have access or can now send mails, right? So let's wait for it to load. So it says there that Google has verified this app. You've been given access to an app that's currently being tested. Right now, click on what? Continue. So I'll go to continue again. So this done already. Alright, so we've been able to successfully link, as you can see here now, link our current site with our Google API project. So now you can start sending emails through Gmail. Right, yes, so you can now start sending emails through Gmail. Alright, so right now, let's now test our automations. Very good. So right now we'll go to this welcome mail. Then we'll go to this send an email. Okay. And then click on this edit templates and test send test email. Okay. Nice. So it's sent already. So now let's check in 1 minute if it's going to come in 1 minute. Perfect. So this is it here. So it's main test email. So you can actually open it here. So you see what I will do here. From Stars Arena, we change by some things here. We change. Okay, we've been able to achieve a lot. Now, I said that because if what we did was not good, this mail could have come in as a spam mail. Okay, it could have come in as a spam mail, but because of the fact that we did it right, okay, It's not coming as a promotional mail or a spam mail. It's coming in directly into our mail here, into our primary mail here immediately. Alright, so that means that we've been able to achieve a lot already. So this is done already. I'm so sure that we've been able to learn how we can actually integrate our email marketing tool to our landing page and start engaging, start targeting. All right, so we'll see you next in the next class. All right, ensure that you ask your questions. If you have any questions to ask, ensure that you ask your questions in the support chat. So, all right, thank you.